Today on EA Sports, it's week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Chicago Tigers taking on St. Louis.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with their opponents. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at our home side as we enter play here. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0. On the other side of the field for our visitor. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
And he said he was feeling good in the lead up to the season, and he proved it in a big way in week 1. With 4 touchdown passes. Had the offense moving at peak efficiency right at the start of the year. Awfully impressive.
And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it a 50 from scrimmage. Second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a man open down the middle of the field. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack. And it's going to lead him to 4th down.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. They bring their punter out there now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test his secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
On 1st and 10, Tyson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
on first down. It's Lamb, and he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 16 carries, 76 yards, and a touchdown.
They look like a team that really emphasized the running game in the offseason. They were going to build around it. Didn't matter if they were going to run gap scheme, power scheme, whatever. They've got a runner who finds yardage if you give him just a little bit of space.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Looking to throw. Tyson. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
I have to admit I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big connection on that one. 33 yards.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Sometimes in the run game you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Tyson over the middle. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet.
And his kick here is good. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. The numbers for him from a week ago: 21 carries, 109 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, they set a nice tone in week 1. He's among the leading rushers in the league. I think that they continue to feed him the football and continue to establish the running game so they can get the play action and throw the ball deep later on.
So that'll back him up 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. He'll look to throw. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
A nice throw right there. And, Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 19 on the last play, 19 more here, and another first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Hey, we're going to do what we do.
Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
Again, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll drop to throw. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Another shot here from the 2 as they come up on 3rd and goal. They'll set up a throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Back to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Bulldogs have taken the lead.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Tyson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Back to throw. Tyson. And he's got his big tight end here. And he's got this down to the 35.
And Charles, of interest here, that last throw is going to put him over 20,000 yards passing for his career, and that's not a bad number.
You're exactly right about that, and even though it's nowhere near the top of the leaderboard, because when you think about it, Brady and Breeze, they've done that 4 times over. But when you hit 20,000, let's face it, only a little over 100 guys have ever done that in the NFL. It's worthy of some applause.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
To throw on 3rd down. Tyson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Throw on 2nd down. Tyson.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Tyson.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
And his kick is indeed good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Our visitors getting set to take over on offense.
And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And that is incomplete.
2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Royal. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Now a throw here, hauled in.
And Thomas seems to be in some pain. He's still on the ground. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Working with a 2nd and 4. Now here's a throw that's complete.
And down inside the 15 he goes.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This caught by Royal. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Back to throw here. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Well, enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll rally and stop him short of the 1st down at about the 6. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Brian Flores learned under the master. He's going to go on 4th down. He'll look to throw. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not a scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
Now the try here for the point after. And he puts this one through as the lead moves to 13-7. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
So here are visitors to take over on offense. And they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
You're knocking on the door. You're about to take it in. You think you're going to get some points on the board. Instead, you cough it up and watch them take it the rest of the way to the opposite end zone. That's a 2-score swing that you just gave up.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return.
Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense.
And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Looking to throw on second down. Tyson, and he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. From the gun on third down, Tyson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
That's a big conversion there on third down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
On first down, Tyson. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, Tyson. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure that his team sees him as confident.
And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Following the fumble recovery, Tyson. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Looking to throw, Tyson. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing on first down, Tyson. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to throw. Tyson got his man complete over the middle. That's Lamb. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. From the gun on third down, Tyson. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts.
as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Zach Taylor, a new breed of head coach. He's going to go for it on 4th down. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Looking to throw. Tyson. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal. Pushes him back big time. And now you'd figure the field goal team coming on 4th. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right through. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7.
So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these 2 teams. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the halftime break behind us, and we are back underway with the 3rd quarter of action.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. And this offense set to go now to begin the 3rd quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Lamb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll keep it on the ground. Lamb. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Tyson throwing right, and that's complete. Touchdown! A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Tigers are able to stretch out their lead.
No lead safe in the new NFL, but this score is really going to give them some needed breathing room.
Zach Taylor's made the decision. They'll go for 2 here.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the 2-point try. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From a couple yards. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Can't get away, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is will he be able to bounce back in the next one, because right now this has not been his game.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. How do you break down his game so far? Just the 1 touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't, not until you balance it with the error side. And in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. But that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
And he'll lose lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Tyson. And that is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return.
Our visitors getting set to take over on offense.
And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well.
else. Pressure comes and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return. And here comes a big tight end as he gets set for this next drive. And we see here the productivity certainly has decreased from the start of the game, but sometimes people forget these tight ends, they can do more than just catch the football.
That is so true, because now when things start to happen and you're not getting the ball as much, maybe you change your focus on the game. Maybe you become a very good decoy. Maybe you block a little bit more. But sometimes you have such a great first half, you expect it to continue to roll, and it doesn't just happen that easily in the second.
Now they have been able to shut him down, at least as of late. Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline, it was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal. This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline. Sammy Sideline can protect you at times, and in this case, that's exactly what he did for the defenders. Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with it.
On 1st and 10, Tyson, and this one's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Tyson. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
To throw on 3rd down, Tyson. Throw left side complete. That's Lamb. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So they bring out their punter. He'll boot it away from about his 35. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So here are visitors to take over on offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Crawford. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The Chicago offense set to get started.
They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
On 1st down, Tyson. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Back to the air on 2nd down. Tyson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tyson.
And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete.
And they'll send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Second down and 3.
They'll keep it on the ground. Royal, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. He'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield.
And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Someone moved, flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On 4th down, Brian Flores going to call on the field goal unit.
On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the 1st quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field.
Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Off play action. Tyson.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Tyson fighting through pressure. A bullet throw, but incomplete. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Our visitors getting set to take over on offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking left side, he's got it, complete.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, You know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. They'll look to throw here. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the one tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try and run for it. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll set up to throw. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that one a disaster, a big loss there with 2nd down coming up. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
Looking to throw. He finds his target, Royal. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, so much for bluffing the defensive line into thinking that they were going to be able to get to the quarterback. Instead, they sniffed out the screen pass and made a really nice play for lost yardage.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Crawford. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. To throw on 2nd down, Tyson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Tyson. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
And that pickup of a 1st down That's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Well, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Lamb. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it a second down. From the gun, Tyson throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Tyson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down, a nice, consistent gain.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. Lamb, and he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. On 3rd down, it's Lamb. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. In trouble, and he's taken down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. And the pressure gets to him again. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off around the 41. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. One final kneel down here, and that should just about do it. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea what they wanted to accomplish. Just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the home team here, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they'll fall to 1-1. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.